Hello friends, good evening to all. I think all of you are fine. In the previous videos, we discussed some questions and their solutions on the chapter limit. Also, I gave you some questions on that topic. I hope all of you have solved the questions. Today, we are going to learn and practice a very important topic of real analysis, which is convergence of infinite series. There are several methods available to test the convergence of series, but now we will discuss the test, namely D'Alembert's ratio test. This video is going to be very exciting today, so friends, do not skip the video, watch it till the end, and I hope you will be benefited. Okay, let's start. At first, we should know what is the necessary condition for the convergence of infinite series. So I am writing here, let us take a series. This is summation an. Now the condition for convergence, that is the necessary condition, is limit an when n tends to infinity must be equal to 0. Now see carefully, this is the necessary condition, that is every convergence series must satisfy this criteria. If this condition is not satisfied for any series, the series will not be convergent. Okay, let us now see the D'Alembert's ratio test. Here is the ratio test. We take summation an series and let us suppose that the limit when n tends to infinity of modulus of an plus 1 upon an is equal to rho. Now based on some conditions on rho, we classify the convergence or divergence of the series. Now see, when rho is strictly less than 1, the series is convergent. When rho is greater than 1, the series is divergent. And finally, when rho equals to 1, the test is inconclusive, that is the test fails, that is we cannot conclude about the convergence or divergence of the series. Let us see some questions on this. This is the question number 1. Here you see the series given summation n equals to 0 to infinity 2 raised to n plus 5 upon 3 raised to n. This is the an. Now friends, think how to solve this question. Just we have discussed the D'Alembert's ratio test. You just use the test and this question will be solved. Let's see. The given series is this summation n equals to 0 to infinity 2 upon n plus 5, 2 raised to n plus 5 upon 3 raised to n. Now you calculate modulus of an plus 1 upon an. So if you calculate this, you will get, simply you put the corresponding expression of an plus 1 and n, and you see here is 3 raised to n plus 1 and here is 3 raised to n, and after simplification you will get simply 1 by 3 for this, and the other expression will remain as same. Now after further simplification you will get this expression. So if you divide this by 2 raised to n, you will get this. See here it is 2 raised to n plus 1 and here it is 2 raised to n. If you divide this by 2 raised to n, you will get simply here 1 extra 2 will be there, and in the denominator if you divide you will get 1, and if you divide 5 by 2 raised to n, you will get 5 into 2 raised to minus n, and simply in the denominator 5 multiplied by 2 raised to minus n. Now if you take the limit n tends to infinity on this expression, what you will get? Observe carefully here the term 5 multiplied by 2 raised to minus n. So this is nothing but 5 upon 2 raised to n. So when n tends to infinity, this term will be 0, and similarly in the denominator the term 5 multiplied by 2 raised to minus n, this will be 0 when n tends to infinity. So finally the expression reduces to 1 by 3 multiplied by 2. This is nothing but 2 by 3. Now you see carefully, 2 by 3, this is equal to rho, and clearly this is less than 1 because 2 less than 3. So by the DLMR's ratio test, what we can conclude? We can say that since the limit is less than 1, the series is convergent. Now furthermore, if you want to calculate the sum of the series, you may proceed as this, and the result will be 21 upon 2. Let us see another question. This is the question number 2. N from 1 to infinity summation factorial 2n upon factorial n multiplied by factorial n. Now the problem is similar to the previous one. So friends, try to solve yourself and think how to solve it. You just apply the ratio test and you will get the result. Okay, let's see the solution. Okay, in the series you can see that the term an is equals to factorial 2n upon factorial n multiplied by factorial n, and if you replace n by n plus 1 to get the expression of an plus 1, you will get simply this. Now you have to calculate the modulus of an plus 1 upon an. Just put the corresponding expression of an plus 1 and an, then you will get this expression, and after simplification this will be obtained. Now further more simplification if you do, you will get the most simplified form. Now you take the limit n tends to infinity, an plus 1 upon an, simply you will get 4, and clearly by the use of DLMR's ratio test, you see that rho equals 4, which is strictly greater than 1. So we can conclude that the ratio test, by the DLMR's ratio test, the series is divergent. Now let us see the third question. Here is the third one. You see that n equals to 1 to infinity, and in the place of an, the expression is 4 raised to n multiplied by factorial n multiplied by factorial n upon factorial 2n. Now see the solution. Clearly this is the an, and if you calculate an plus 1, you should replace the n here by n plus 1, and you will get the expression of n plus 1, and if you calculate n plus 1 upon n, after replacing their corresponding expression, you will get this, and after simplification the most simple form will be obtained. Now if you divide this by n, divide this by n, you will get 2 plus 1 by n upon 2 plus 1 by n. Sorry, 2 multiplied by 1 plus 1 by n upon 2 plus 1 by n. Now you take the limit n tends to infinity on modulus of n plus 1 upon n. Then you simply get 1. Now remember the D'Alembert's ratio test where rho equals to 1. When the test is inconclusive, that is, we cannot say about the convergence and divergence of the series. But see carefully here that an plus 1 upon an is 2n plus 2 upon 2n plus 1. Here the denominator is 2n plus 1 and numerator is 2n plus 2, which is greater than the denominator. So this is clear, then this is greater than 1. Therefore all the terms are greater than or equal to 2. And the nth term, you can easily check it. The nth term of the sequence does not approaches to 0 as n tends to infinity. This can be easily verified, and if you remember the necessary condition for the convergence of infinite series, this was the limit of n must be 0 when n tends to infinity. But here if you test, you will get the limit does not approach to 0 as n tends to infinity. So we can conclude that the series is divergent. Okay, let us now see some practice problems on this topic. You can note down these questions or you may take screenshot of this page. This is question number 1, this is 2, here is another question 3, this is 4. Note down these questions and practice in your home. This is the last one. You can solve the questions and you may write the answers in comment box, and if you have any doubt regarding today's video, you can ask me in the comment box. Okay friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. So my friends, I request you to share this video, like and comment. Thank you for watching.